Hello, fellow watchers and podcast enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford bring you yet another edition of the podcast of the same name. It's episode number 58, and today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 6 of 2024, all the episodes from the 5th of February, nearly fucked it up there, all the way to the 9th of February. Why the date's slightly weird? Well, this week there was a little gap in the schedule, but fortunately for us, they released them early anyways, so we're not having to waste our lovely little Friday. Not waste, necessarily, but you're telling me we can record it on Thursday and have a 3-day weekend, or record it Friday and cry. Yeah, I'll take the Thursday, you know? I'll take it. And the storylines we're going to talk about, there's like 5 for this one, but there was a lot of stuff going down, so some will dwindle in actual conversation. Eddie Knight having an ulterior motive. If any racist goes to you and says, "Oh yeah, I've been awarded an award for teaching them black kids," it's like, sorry? Oh, them diverse kids, sorry. Them diverse kids. Like, yeah, all right. Yeah, sure, mate. I've fucking received a fucking pass from the straightest man alive. Like, just not happening, is it? Just completely fictional and made up, isn't it? The Bridge Street Cafe's grand reopening. It's got a new name that you will have to wait and see till later. Definitely not a permanent one. Definitely not permanent. Oh, Piggy's having a cough. Alfie wants to leave and wants Linda to come with him. Kat rejects Phil, rejects Nish, and then goes back to Nish again. And finally, the biggest storyline of the week probably is Karen Taylor returning. And instead of teasing it even more, it's just simply, I saw some people being like, I don't understand why they gave her a big exit only for her to return 2 months later. It's like, she's gone again, lads. She's not coming back. This is it.
Well, when Keanu is eventually found, then she'll come back, I'd assume.
I don't even know. I think that. Let's
just be honest. Let's be honest. Because she's not like a fucking Barbara Windsor, you know, like
she's probably like not in very high demand.
Yeah. So, like, obviously, when Keanu is found and they have to do the feud, like, what I'm saying is, just take, for instance, imagine, like, when Ansel died, they couldn't get, obviously, Ross Kemp, but I assume when Keanu is found, they can fucking just go, Laura Stanley.
Yeah, they can.
Here's 10 grand.
They really can.
Fucking show up.
But the point being is that she was here to move on the story of the 6. She wasn't here to come back and return. It doesn't make it look silly. She's a desperate mum wanting to find her son. Because as much as he may have been a dick in the end, still your kid, and she's already lost one of hers. So, like, it's like when people get angry at them bringing back Dean because people decided that it was so obvious that Dean was going to be the body. And obviously he never was. And the plan was a bit more long-term, for apparently. Just, like, it's that hindsight. When you fully know what's going on, your brain likes to change the things in your head. Where it's like, oh, yeah, Keanu was always supposed to die, right? We can, like, plug it back in, but fundamentally, no one fucking guessed it, so. Like, except for your dad. And he'll always get the mention. But there we are. Those are the storylines. And as always, this is the podcast where the first half an hour is us talking about the EastEnders and then whatever. No, hold on. The first half an hour is us talking about us and shit, like shooting the shit, going back and forth, how the week was, how it's been, etc., etc. Talking about the channel, all that nonsense. And from that half an hour mark onwards is when the EastEnders starts. So if you are, you know, if that's what you're here for, just skip to around the half an hour mark. We'll probably have transitioned over at that point. But yeah, that's all the housekeeping. So how you doing, mate? How you been?
Oh, I'm doing good. So, it's just getting back to our routine, starting back watching Walford this week.
Yeah.
Bulk record Monday, podcast record Tuesday,
Yeah.
ECW Wednesday, and then fucking Thursday is podcast day again.
Yeah.
Unless there's some cheeky Friday where Chris Crenshaw, I'm just going to say Chris Crenshaw's like, it's on a Friday night.
Definitely not him. Definitely not him.
It's definitely not him.
Out of his control.
It's just like when people play Marvel movies and go, Kevin Feige's the worst fucking executive ever. And it's like, yeah, but there's 100 different producers writing the fucking film, you gobshite. It's like when I see people go, Spider-Man is shit. It's like, yes, but you have to realize Sony's the reason why it's shit. That's the reason why there's no Spider-Man in the fucking Venom films or in the Craven the Hunter films. It makes no, like, it's the one thing that always pisses me off when I see it. I'm like, why are you having a Spider-Man film without Spider-Man? Like, why is there Venom but no Spider-Man? Kind of like having Angie without Den to me. Like,
yeah, it kind of defeats a bit of the purpose.
Yeah, it's just, honestly. I don't like it. But I'm going to see 3 films, actually. Starting tomorrow, well, when this comes out, Friday, I've already seen The Iron Claw. So just for podcast sake, it was good. And then the other ending will be, I can't believe they all shot themselves.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing.
Yeah, I'll always, like, I do love the conversation I remember having with Slater. Like, imagine it's Christmas Eve, because it came out at Christmas time in America. You're sitting down with your family, you're going to the cinema. Oh, Mom, let's watch this documentary on the Von Erichs. You remember the Von Erichs? The Iron Claw. Oh, I can't wait to see how they, half of them shot themselves. Merry Christmas!
It's not a fun tale. But whether they actually go that angle, we don't know. Well, I don't fucking know. I don't care.
I'll know. I'll know next podcast.
I'm not fucking watching
on it. On the day this comes out, I'm going to see Dune. It's back in the cinema, and I'm going to see it in all its glory because
Why have you suddenly decided to go see about 17 movies in about 2 weeks? It's like you forgot the cinema was there.
Yeah, I did. And then on the Wednesday, obviously, I'm going to see Madam Web, which I got it was only €5 for my ticket and €5 for my dad's. So, like,
a bit honestly, I was like, I'm not spending. I thought it was like a fucking. For a second, I thought it was like some weird like noir tale, and then went, oh, it's just a Spider-Man spin-off, right? Some shit.
It's Madam Web is basically, for context, so like how you have Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
She's basically the Doctor Strange of the multiverse with all the Spider-Men. So she is the mind behind all the Spider people. So every reality that Spider-Man has been in, she's probably like the person in the chair. She's basically Stan Lee, if Stan Lee was a Marvel character, I put it. Even though in the current tale they're doing, it's Miguel O'Hara, who's controls the Spider-Verse. He goes around with the cannon, because I'll never forget being in the cinema and a guy called Lee was in front of me, and they're doing this emotional scene where they're showing all the timelines of why Peter Parker has to fall into the cannon, and then fucking Andrew Garfield appears as Peter Parker, he's holding his Uncle Ben, and Lee in front of me just goes, oh, and I'm like, oh, it's just this genuine reaction, like, holy shit, and I was like, yeah, but yeah, Madam Web, it had a shit show of production, I'll say that much, because again, as I brought up earlier, Sony, of course, don't know who to have as Spider-Man, because just to briefly touch upon it.
Wait, why are we getting the Encyclopedia of Spider-Man Productions? I was just making a joke about the title. We don't need a 10-minute discussion on Spider-Man.
Oh no! I just wanted to say that
it's already been 5 minutes.
It's supposed to get Andrew Garfield.
We only have 20 more minutes on this fucking segment of the podcast.
Sorry, guys.
We only have 20 more minutes of this section.
Sorry.
So keep it moving.
But yeah, it just I'm excited to see these films. My Twitter my Instagram's been blown away by the wrestling. That's fucking a lot of wrestling news has come out. Fucking just a tiny bit touch on it. John Laurinaitis is a prick. To defend himself, he basically threw Ashley Morrell under the bus. I was like, yeah, WWE knew about the rape. Masara, they're like, yeah, they knew about the rape, and it's like, yeah, you're not really painting yourself as a light picture man, John. It's like you're not fucking, you can't just throw something that serious under a bus and be like, yeah, but I'm the victim. It's like, oh, fuck off. Then also Dwayne showed up and caused a lot of shit for my Instagram. So that's mainly my week. Just, hearing everyone going, we want Cody. I'm like, piss off. I'm Ash. I'm like, Ash, piss off, please. I don't care. Yeah. But yeah, my week's been good. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been alright. I feel like I've aged about 10 minutes. I'm trying to fucking keep up with you and your fucking high energy that I don't have. But fair enough. You are indeed you. And I wouldn't change it. The week's been alright. It's been strange because we've been back fully again. In my brain, I thought, oh yeah, we'll just like slowly get into everything. We've done everything. We've done everything we planned to this week. We've kind of changed the formula of how we're kind of looking at the days, because some days we just appear and we'd not really do much. So Monday we bulk record the videos for the week. And then Tuesday we do the Who Done It podcast. And if we're not tired as fuck at the end, probably work on some, like other projects, like side videos or whatever. Wednesday we went back to doing one more match, which has been dormant for 2 months. Thursday is obviously now, and we're doing the podcast. And Friday is a lovely little break. And it's been good. It's been good to feel productive again. It's something I kind of missed on the off time, because I don't know, there's no secrets like during this kind of thing. You know exactly what you should be doing when. Not to say it's regimented as fuck, like, because it's definitely not. But it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's a Monday, all right, this is what we're doing. Oh, Tuesday, yeah, okay. But yeah, it's been alright. It's been good fun. It's been nice to be back. We obviously hit the first tier of the YouTube partnership. We got memberships, which I haven't really worked hard on doing. I've just set up, you get some emotes for it, but fundamentally I'm not expecting anybody to really do it anyways. It's the closest I've seen to getting like early access or whatever. But yeah, it's been decent fun to kind of get back to doing things and kind of working on this channel again with a new with a new sense of energy, with more of a kind of, I don't know, because obviously before we had the break, you were pretty fucking burnt out, right? It's like, talk about the EastEnders, and it's like, no, it has, like, in the back of mind, I know it was good, it was interesting, but it wasn't gonna beat Christmas in my brain. But also nothing was gonna come even remotely close, because I was like, we've been doing this for 2 months straight. I'm fucking tired. I can't be bothered. And it kind of, I'm still behind on the other soaps. Like, I did a Hollyoaks video the other day when I was kind of catching up a bit. Still behind on Corrie, and I haven't touched Emmerdale. So, again, we're slowly getting back to where we want to be. I'm just fucking glad I didn't decide to make it about all of the soaps this channel, because holy shit. I'm not organised enough for that nonsense. I don't have enough time in the day. Oh.
We're only doing Hollyoaks and EastEnders, lads. We're only doing Hollyoaks and EastEnders. Maybe Fair City. Maybe
I'll
Fair
do
City.
Corrie when it's good. When I like it again, I'll do videos on it, but it's not been good. Well, at least I've not liked it so much. But then it's the furthest I've been behind in a good long time. Like, I just haven't watched it since the end of the year. And even like at the end of the year, I was like, I'll just fucking skip a month. Fuck it. I'm not missing anything interesting. Like that's how that's how like slowly tapped it's fucking getting, because it's just like meh. But that's my take on it. I'm not super fucking. Yeah, it's sad, but fuck it. What can I do? They're gonna keep doing the same shit anyway.
Yeah.
Do we have any housekeeping we need to do?
No housekeeping. No housekeeping.
Is there any like, other projects we need to figure out doing, or?
No, just the fact that our usual, we have a wrestling channel, we have this and that. Our wrestling channel is slowly there. The sister channel, and, well, again, we're trying to get the third member. The third member is awake is asleep when we're awake, and is awake when we're asleep. So it's just, we're ticking on. And there might be another guy we brought up before. Housekeeping. Just enjoy the podcast.
In terms of stuff that we'll probably be doing fairly soon, I don't want to make promises immediately because we don't really plan out the weeks too heavily, but I think it's time we do another tier list fairly soon. I need to take a look and see what tier lists are out there, or maybe having to make a new one. And well, I assume once I get some topics down, I'll proceed to I'll make a poll or something on the YouTube in the community tab. I'll make a poll so people can vote on it. Also, we need to at some point just ask for more questions. We can do another one of the monthly Q&As that we plan to do, but this time without the ideas, because as much as we like the ideas, we were not currently in a place to do them. So it's like, oh yeah, do this. Oh yeah, sure, fine. Just another Q&A. The written content is not been worked on currently. There's still a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's kind of, this week in my brain was to like phase us back in, but we didn't really plan to phase us back in, so we just went, well, fuck it, we're here now, boys. Like, oh fuck, oh shit. All right. I guess we're just right fucking in the thick of it again. How have you found the week in being back?
Oh, I found it good. It's very interesting because we're so used to fucking, just having time off. I still go for 12 or 1, but, we're recording the podcast actually very early today, 12:30.
Yeah.
So, round of applause. Round of applause to everyone. But it's getting back into it is the main thing. You have to rip the band-aid off. You can't just sit there and wait.
Yeah.
But unless you very much needed a third week off, you could have been on fire and you still would have showed up. You would have been like, it's only second degree burn, it's not third degree, it'll be fine. And it's like, Ash, you desperately need to go to hospital. No, see, the viewers need to know about Nish Panasaw being a sexy motherfucker. And it's like, you really need to go to hospital. No, we're doing the channel. Fuck it, we're doing it live. And it's like, oh, okay, fair enough, boss.
Yeah, it's like, no matter what. It's that old like British like fucking no matter what, if you say, how's it going, or all right, or our response is always, yeah, not bad. Because unless like the house is on fire, and even then there's like a 50% chance of, yeah, not bad. It's like, there's some fire. Ah, well, it's that favorite fucking thing where it's just like the fucking British are nuts. Like, I don't know. I'm just very unchanging. No matter what, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's like if there's ever any like any little like tiny conflicts that me and Piggy have, it's like Is this going to change anything? No. We'll still be here on Monday. Be like, nothing happened. Because that's just how it works. That's how it's always worked with me. It's never... Like, I feel like my biggest skill is kind of not spending any time with someone, and then I'll talk to them for 5 minutes, and it's like it never stopped. And that's kind of where a lot of that's where it goes good, really. That's where the fun happens, because fuck it, I'm not fucking I never care enough to fucking destroy things. That's just not worth the fucking time.
Let other people do it, you know.
yeah, Piggy. no.
Bitch. Thanks.
It's a fun little. Like it's the thing. It's the fucking. It's a weird thing because I'm a big introvert. You know, like the second we were on a break, I went, Piggy, leave me alone. Like, mate, you're great. You're one of my best mates, but fuck off. Nicely, respectfully, fuck off. I don't, because look, in my day-to-day, I probably speak to nobody and I'd be pretty content. You know, I got my brothers, chat to them, chilling, fine. That's all the social interaction I need. I'm not like fucking, I need to show someone this. Nah. I've got a very limited, like, social... I don't know, like, it's fun. It is fun. There's stuff I wouldn't be able to do if I wasn't, like, talking to people. This fucking podcast wouldn't exist if it was just me. And the bits where I struggle are the bits where Piggy, like, fucking sorts shit out, you know? Like, there are layers that definitely built on. We are definitely better together than by ourselves. But fucking... yeah. Like, if I'm ever, like, seen in public, anybody ever meets me, just imagine I'll be very quiet and very shy and not really fucking say anything, because that's who I am.
Just fucking some, like, family comes up and goes, "Yo, I'm big fans of you, big fans. Oh, you must be a big fans of Watching Walford." No, I seen you in that one film. You're Sid from Toy Story. What?
No.
What?
I Sid from Toy Story. Isn't he the bold
just an
lad?
example.
Wait, no, that's the bully.
Well, do you want me to say you're Al from Toy Story, the big fat bastard? Is that better?
No, I just wanted your reference to be accurate. But then again, I'm pretty fucking distinct, and I don't think I look like anyone. So, if I do have a doppelganger, tell me, because I want to fucking know. I've never seen anybody who looks like me, because I've got a weird face.
Look, you look. I'm just waiting for you to go. I look like Jack Whitehall.
Definitely.
I look like Russell Brand or Crow, whichever one's the fucking mentalist.
I did get compared to Russell Brand once. Don't know why.
Oh,
don't know why.
Before he went off the rails.
Yeah. Well, he was always a bit of a sex pest, but yeah, before he fully went off into his, I'm gonna convince a bunch of stupid people to give me money and a platform.
What's the other? It could be worse. It could be compared to Noel Edmonds. Is it Noel Edmonds I'm thinking of? The guy from Mighty Boosh.
That's Fielding. Noel Edmonds, the guy who was
sorry.
with Mr. Blobby. And did Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, I confused. Oh my God. It's not.
I don't know how. They are very different people.
Noel Edmonds is the little old fellow who's blonde, well, was blonde.
Yeah.
What's in the box? What's in the box? The banker says. Oh, Noel Edmonds.
But no, Fielding's fine, as far as I remember.
Yeah, he is. He's just a bit, you know. He's just out there, is all.
Just. Why you turn into a conservative 70s man, like 70-year-old man? Oh yeah, that Noel is out there. So yeah.
You know what I seen, Ash, and I was like, look, I'm comfortable with either you dress as people, right? For this guy, I know this before we get into EastEnders, but let me just say this: this guy, actually, hold on, can I quickly get his name? I wonder. His name's Charlie, I believe. His name is Charlie. Okay, hold on. Do you want to shit talk while I find this guy? This guy.
Well, you hijacked it by saying weird things about weird people. No, I'm always looking. I just want to see someone who looks like me. That's what I want to do. Someone said I look like. I don't know if it was me or you. I would probably assume, I don't know who looked like Sonia Fowler, but someone said one of us looked like Sonia Fowler. I assumed it was me. But yeah, ultimately, I want to have a doppelganger so I can, like, anytime I fuck up, I can just be, oh, it was them. You know, it wasn't me. Never me. It was this guy.
Yeah, the guy I was looking for was Charlie Lee, right? And I'll send you this clip. Don't show it on YouTube, you might get demonetized. Fucking full on. Look at the fucking
Charlie
like,
Lee.
look at that. Look at that. The fucking whole cheeks on the back. Wait till he turns around.
Oh, there's a video. So for context, because the audience can't see it. This bloke's wearing this person's wearing a corset. Some white budgie smugglers, which look like a thong, and some like knee-high heel boots.
And his whole fucking arse is out when he turns around. You can see the fucking booty. I like seeing that like 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, okay, I don't believe there's anything wrong with people in the world, but yeah,
you can't be the grumpy fucking old man yet. You're 20 years old. My mum started being like, "Oh, you bloody, what's she wearing?" I'm like, "Mum, look, if you're, I say young, if you're like, you know, prime of your life, you're allowed to dress how you want. Maybe it helps them feel sexy."
Yeah, he's only 23, so
like maybe you want to dress a bit sexy. Fuck it. When's the best time for it? You'll complain for 40-year-olds dressing like that or something. But, you know, this is what's wrong with the world. Fucking come on. You're 20 years old, you little drab bastard.
No, it's not that. It's not that. I assume he's full fucking arse.
Yeah, I assume he's not going out like it. And if he is, fair fucks.
I hope not.
I wish I had the confidence to do that. I don't.
I don't either.
Yeah, so don't fucking shit on the people who have the confidence. Because if, you know...
He is a sexy man, though.
If a bunch of people do it, maybe they're not going to have the fucking confidence anymore. And your insecurities are going to fucking ruin some other dickhead's good time. Your insecurities aren't important. This fucker wants to wear a thong, some fucking knee-high boots and a corset. Let him fucking do it. Fucking dickhead. What's wrong with you?
Look, he is a very sexy man, though. I do like it. Do like the nails on him. But yeah, I just
like, I'm not gonna police what people wear. Do what they want. Fucking prick.
Yeah, I wear Hawaiian shirts, for example, so I can't say much. And tracksuit bottoms. So like, fair fucks is all I'll say. Although you don't get me in a suit. I fucking hate suits.
Fucking yeah, I'm just open-minded. Well, sometimes I'm a judgy piece of shit, but I like to keep that to myself. But fundamentally, I'm just very, very fucking c'est la vie. It'll be what it'll be. That's life. Who the fuck cares? We're all just trying to fucking exist on this planet, so just don't be a prick about it. Ultimately. But I also never feel like if any of my insecurities, I feel like none of them should affect someone else. What if someone fucking, what if I'm with someone and they dress up a bit sexy? I'm not gonna be like, don't fucking do that. You're mine. It's like, what the fuck? It's not my fucking place. They do what they want.
Yeah,
you should be happy that someone feels so confident in themselves that they can fucking dress up and feel like they want to feel.
Yeah,
But
I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Even though I
unless they're
think just
wearing a
complain
thong
about
and a
Charlie.
corset.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
too far, apparently. Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
that's too far. Unless you're wearing a pride bikini, then that's not too far. Unless you don't have boobs, then it is too far. So yeah.
Nah. What you want to wear? I wholly believe in you. Not gonna find me wearing anything like that personally. Don't have the figure for it. But hey,
No, I could see
confidence is confidence. And I respect anybody who has the confidence. So fuck you. There we are. I don't judge you. I love everyone. Unless you're a genuine massive piece of shit. And then fuck you. Piggy hates everyone though. So
I'm that YouTuber. I hate everything. I'm that YouTuber.
yeah, did you ever watch any of their stuff?
No.
Yeah, just know the name. Exactly. Fake fan.
I probably did watch some of it. But, oh yeah, before we get into this, this is very dark. I found out an illegal Doom mod.
Okay.
I'm not going to name I'll just say it happened in 1999.
Oh, it's the Columbine.
And it involved it. Yeah. Someone did it too.
Is it a version of the Columbine that was made by the guys, or was it just a version where it actually depicted the tragic events of that fucking?
I think it's the one where it depicted the tragic event.
Yeah, I mean, it's always out there, and usually those things are made to kind of educate rather than just being like a fucking glorifying mess. But then, I don't know, that case was weird anyways. It was a lot of video games.
Yeah, and unless you're fucking Ronda Rousey or Alex, whatever his name is, who don't believe in Sandy Hawk, then like fuck off. Yeah, Ronda Rousey doesn't believe in Sandy Hawk, by the way. I'm not making that up. She fucking thinks that was just, paid by the government.
I'd love to say that it's not a thing that's common, but it definitely is, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's not super. Like, obviously, the fucking Columbine, and if you don't know what it is, just look up Columbine. You can probably find what it is. But yeah, it was a very weird story anyways, because it did just slowly become like, the game's bad. They actually made a level that mirrored the school. It's like, no, they didn't. They just made a shit level in Doom. They just made a shit level in Doom. It's not anything like the school. But, it gripped the nation because that was at the moral outrage gaming gonna make people violent. And it's like, nah, they were just pretty messed up anyways. It's like, they had other issues other than the gaming. Not that I'm fucking justifying what they did, but
what they did was horrible. But again, we're not justifying it; we're just educating. But like, those fuckers were messed up. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, they definitely had issues. There was like a history of bullying involved. Like, it was
that's my one problem with America. I don't want to dive into it, but it's just I'm being bullied. What's the solution? Kill everyone. What? It's like my dog shit on the carpet. What do? Stab a pig. What? It makes no sense. If you're being bullied,
I'm not.
Stand up for yourself and fight back. Don't fucking take it out on fucking Derek, who's trying to be eligible.
I mean, I'm not super pro guns, anyways. Pretty.
We're not pro guns. I
don't feel like that sort of power should really be in anyone's hands unless you are using it in like farming or, like even I guess hunting. But hunting's usually just for sport, not for actual fucking like survival. Like I'm not super about guns at all.
But Ash, it's not the guns that kill people. Or it's not the people that kill people. It's the guns. It's the guns. Isn't that a fucking saying they all say?
I think there's also just a really, I think there's just a really bad culture about mental health that never really gets seen to. And instead of actually fixing the problem, there's a lot more problems made surrounding mental health about how psychiatrists are fucking wrong and they're manipulative. And it's like,
I did, they listened to the radio and they were like, me, I think it was measles or mumps, and they were like, get your kids vaccinated. I was like, please God, please God, please God, please tell me our mother didn't phone in. Like, you're actually spreading lies about the vaccine. I was praying that someone was going to phone in and be like, I'm not getting my kid vaccinated for the measles. Fuck that. And I'm like, oh.
But regardless, it's whenever we make any sort of political statements as such, know that we're not particularly educated, or we're not trying to convert anyone to our way of thinking. We're just simply saying what we believe. And sometimes we don't even believe it that strongly, so, you know, it's not a time to get upset at our takes or opinions. But if we need to be educated, feel free to send us some fucking resources or some shit. Send us some stuff to read. Or simply just give your take. Or not. It doesn't matter. There we are. That is the tangential end to the how's it going part of the podcast. Now time to talk about the EastEnders. The first topic is Eddie Knight having an ulterior motive. And the one thing that buckles me is the fact that somehow, without thinking, when we did that Eddie Knight Walford on tap, I did just title it Eddie Knight is a massive racist. Which at the time I was like, that's not clickbait. And it isn't. It isn't. But also, I didn't expect it to have some people being like, well, no, actually, he's not a racist. He's actually just an old man. It's like, oh, for fuck, no, of course he is. What are you trying to not believe? Like, what are you trying to get your head around? What cartwheels are you doing to try to say he's not racist? He's clearly racist. Like, and we see even more this week as suddenly he fucking loves George. Suddenly George is all fucking good, and he started justifying all the dodgy shit he says. Like, you know, saying Gina's too emotional. Like, I love Anna. Gina, oh, fucking cow.
He apparently won a boxing award for helping the youth.
Helping them diverse kids.
Yeah. You have to admit, he if it is true, you actually had to be a bit of racist to the fucking kids. Go on.
I'm not going to say anything. It's a fucking ruse.
Yeah, but I like to imagine him just sparring with some 12-year-old black kid, just fucking and then he forgets that he's sparring with him. And he just goes, oh shit!
Look, you just had to get your guard up. It's like, you fucking battered me.
You broke me jaw. You broke me fucking jaw. Please don't tell your mother, please. Like, I'll buy you something. What's the name of the wife? He goes back to his wife, like,
Gloria.
I've had another child. Oh, Eddie, not again. We have to fucking move.
Like, honestly, the award's all bullshit, isn't it? He's just done something dodgy. He's done something dodgy. Oh, I would never hurt a person of colour.
Those people.
I would never hurt one of them lot. Dickhead. Like, it's so see-through. But obviously George, he wants a dad, you know? He wants a dad who loves him because he never had his actual parents. And, you know, well, I don't know. It's not really been entirely clear with it. He spent some time with them, but obviously was adopted at a young age. So he just wants a parent that loves him. And now Eddie's come in. He's like, oh, come on, George. Let's bloody, you know, let's bet on the horses. Let's go spar at the boxing gym. And fucking Gina, what?
He can't be racist. He has a black son, so he can't be racist. He can't be racist. It's not kryptonite. What's the other one I'm thinking of? It's a shield. He can't be racist. He's a black kid. So, like, it's a negative. The positive outweighs the negative. But continue.
It's a way to kind of... Gina's still getting upset because she's still the same fucking racist. And, you know, she keeps being like, George, you know, are you not gonna you're not gonna fucking say anything about it? And obviously Cindy gets involved, and he's in box with Denzel at the boxing gym. And fucking, she makes a very apt comment where it's like, yeah, this boy, they've got a lot of aggression in them, you know. And then George just goes, yeah, I mean, just from some dodgy parts. And Cindy's like, his dad's a postman. His dad's a postman. His mum's an influencer. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? He's like, oh, no, what I've seen. It's like, fucking hell. And he even starts to kind of, Avani also gets in the ring with Denzel, and he's just making digs, like he's just kind of like, yeah, go on, you know, just go with him. And eventually Denzel just lashes out and gives her a fucking smash, just fucking spoffs her in the head. And then George is kind of like, Cindy's like, what the I don't know, I don't remember if she's there at this point, but essentially still just kind of like, what the fuck, you know. But George kind of remembers, like, oi. Well, he does that, and then he makes and then Denzel makes like a crude comment, and George is like, oi, don't fucking, come on now. It's you're fighting a teenage girl, and now you're making cheap digs. Like you don't show your strength like that. Like it's not. Yeah. You don't need to like make it a fucking power play. This doesn't make you bigger by doing this.
I loved it. I personally loved this like set of scenes because I'm loving the Eddie Knight saga. It's like, I'm not a racist. Black kid. He became a boxer and he's successful. Can't be a racist. But you know them lot. Yeah, them lot. But I won a diversity award. So like, I'm not a racist. I'm a hero. And it's like, Eddie. If Eddie looks in the mirror, and he goes, who am I going to offend today? Who am I going to offend? Stands there like Superman, like da. In his mind, he's Vin Diesel or The Rock. In his mind,
I'm so fed up of the fucking like rosters. Not rosters. Don't know if I fucking said that. I'm fed up of the fucking constant back and forth of people clamoring to kind of be like, this is what's right, and it's like, it's just because some of these people are just like really like you know active politically, and then they usually just have one like Achilles heel, which is like, oh, you know, fucking I don't know, it's like what one kind of disgraced ex-Coronation Street actor is like this really like kind of woke, kind of like, oh, I love this, but then the transition, oh, fucking, what the fuck is that? And like, it's kind of annoying to see these sorts of. Obviously, Eddie's not entirely like that. Eddie's just clearly a fucking racist, and he's just unapologetically a racist and believes it wholeheartedly, and has probably done something fucked up, and is just. Like he's clearly got an ulterior motive here. He's buttering George up for something. That's exactly what he's doing. And Cindy's like, George, why are you sniffing his arse and saying it smells of roses? He's always been a prick to you. He's never given you the life you wanted. And then George just kind of goes, yeah, well, what would you know? You've always walked away from your kids, and it's like. You know, it's not wrong, you know, just because it's true means that it is right, but fucking
I don't know, like, because even if the fucking guy was transphobic, it would be funny, but that's here or there. Oh, but I love
the guy. Probably the guy. We know the type. We know the type of who Eddie Knight is.
He is a Brexit geezer who does not believe in wokeness. Even though I always tell people, you've always been woke, depending what generation you are, isn't a new thing. Like, the 60s, people were woke about slaves being freed. For the 50s. So it's like... So,
I mean, yeah,
you
social
know...
movements changing. That's all, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, he was woke at one point. But I know people are going to get upset, but I love this character because I just love him. He's a fucking asshole, but he's so funny. Like when he puts on the headgear, and, and he's like, punch me, and then just go, and he's like, come on, put some emphasis in, and then starts fucking doing that, like, and then it's about to fucking start battering him. Just a fan, he comes in like, I'll take it over, lad. I feel like he was one punch away from getting fucking dotted in the face.
I just think he just disgusts me. He's just disgusting. Like old gremlin fucking ghoul fucking racist prick. Like I ate his fucking dodgy teeth. I ate his shitty little fucking hair. I can't wait to see him just get fucking disgraced after George realizes that he's just trying to use him for something. Like, someone's got to give him a smack. It's got to happen.
Someone did give him a smack, didn't they?
No.
Who got smacked? Oh no, that was Linda who got smacked. Never mind.
Maybe Kathy got smacked. Also, Dean smacked. Gina smacked Dean. But like, that's where it is for me. Like, it feels like they're just building to whenever the fuck someone just fucking says, I've had enough. I suppose also this generally sets up Cindy being like, man, I think it was because George made a comment like, yeah, Cindy Jr. doesn't even know you existed. Like, she doesn't even know you're alive. And then this kind of makes her be like, fuck, yeah, I kind of, I should actually see her. I should actually go ahead and see her because, it's pretty fucking rough to think that, she doesn't know that I still exist. Obviously, this is setting up for Cindy Jr.'s probably not return. I don't think she'll be back for a while. I could see her coming back in the next year-ish. But I do think there'll probably be a recast, and there'll probably be, I don't know. Like I feel like we're gonna very rapidly build up the Beals again, and then I think Jane's gonna return and kind of throw a fucking massive spanner into the works. But it's all probably gonna be off screen because they're not paying Mimi King to do anything because she's too fucking famous now, probably. Anything else to say about the Eddie stuff?
No, it was funny seeing Cindy being like, I'm gonna see Cindy Jr. and then like, I'll come with you. No, Ian, I've got this prepared. Like she's entering a battlefield by herself.
And then fucking Peter appears and he's kind of like, oh, oh, fair enough. It'd be cool to see the Cindy Jr. character. Obviously, Cindy Jr. had a kid with, I think it was. I don't think it was with Liam, but Liam was kind of the dad. And it'd just be that like family unit. It'd be cool to see. It's been 9 years since she was on the show. No, not even Ian's kid. But where the fuck is?
So yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing at home? You enjoying this podcast for Lashter's research? Enjoying this podcast now?
Fucking hell. Yeah, it's an interesting little fucking look, but fuck you. No, it's an interesting story, but it will be reaching a pretty rapid conclusion, I would like to say. I can't imagine they'll be there for much longer. I could see it because Gloria's implicated in it as well. Like, Gloria knows, but it was teased that she wasn't entirely content with it because, Gloria does actually love George. But ultimately, if she's just going to defend her husband who's probably done some fucked up shit, is the door still open for her? I think it'd be interesting to see if they wanted to bring that character back, because she seemed like, if they get past this storyline and just make her be like a very loving old woman, she could play that older woman role on the show, but whether they decide to get there, you never know. There we are. That's all the Eddie Knight stuff. Obviously, it comes to a head on Valentine's Day next week, where instead of us doing anything, not going on, neither of us are going on a date. We're gonna be watching the fucking EastEnders and reacting to it, because George.
And then I'm gonna go see Madam Web.
True, because George gets he gets a special one-off episode, I think, is how it's been touted. Obviously not going to say what is happening, because if you don't know and you don't want to know, well, there we are. Yeah, there is a special George Knight episode on Valentine's Day. I think they're going to be going back to George and Gloria's house and meeting all the old people, or kind of meeting them back in the day. And it'll be a big fucking, they'll probably be buttering up George, and then the truth will be revealed. But we'll likely be reacting to it and doing a video on it at the time anyways. So
I'm not going to title it that Eddie Knight is a massive racist, killer,
yes,
pedophile, sexist,
whatever
transphobic.
What? Whatever he is.
Celiac. Gluten celiac.
Alright, so the next storyline is the Bridge Street Cafe grand reopening. It's a pretty small one. Essentially, it was going to open, and then they realised there was a big leak, but it turned out that after Bernie got one of Mitch's plumber mates to get it sorted, obviously they got to reopen, and Bernie got a job back in the cafe, and it's a kind of, Bernie is still doing things, so that's all good, At least she still has a place, she'll still have the conversations in the cafe. But the cafe's got a new name. The cafe is no longer Kathy's. It is Nish's. Which is not permanent. It's not fucking permanent whatsoever. I don't see the cafe lasting as Nish's for more than 9 months. Like,
who do you think it goes back to? Does it go back to Kathy or Suki?
I think it goes to Suki.
Or sorry, I have to say it like Kathy does. Zuki.
Zuki.
Will it go to Zuki?
Yeah, I think that. Well, the one thing I wouldn't be surprised at is I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of essentially just goes to the 6, where, it's Suki and Eves, but, probably Stacy could work there, kind of, it kind of acts as, a meeting place for them. But I see it as Suki and Eves, building back up from the bottom again. Not sure how it gets in their hands, but I think that obviously Nish kind of gets, fucking taken down, and obviously someone has to take over the businesses.
But obviously this leads to Bernie playing a voice note of Keanu. That's an old school reference for all OG Watching Walford enjoyers. Of Keanu, and basically Nick's like, what the fuck? Keanu's alive, and Bernie's like, no, that's just an old voice message. And then who shows up but the biggest slag of them all, the biggest slut of them all, Karen fucking Taylor. Dun dun dun. Ah, Jesus, my boy is not. He was supposed to come home at Christmas, but he never did. Take that, bitch.
What are you on, mate?
That's what she did. You ain't my mother. You ain't my fucking mother. Don't tell me what to do, bitch.
She'd not do that. Or the biggest slag. She's been with one man for like the last fucking 9 years.
I was hyping her up.
It's... Why don't you hype up her new clothes? You know, she's got money now. Karen Taylor, the most perpetually poor person on the square, she's been using the Phil's 50k to fucking swag herself out. She's got a Burberry fucking like head tie. She's got like some like metallic fucking trousers. She got this like fleecy leopard print fucking jacket and like some really weird Ugg boots. Like she's been living it up with Phil's money in fucking Spain. Not the biggest slag, personally. You know, to take it back.
I do take it back. Take it back.
Fucking.
She's not the biggest slag. She's the saddest slag.
You just it's like you discovered the words in a dictionary. You're just trying to use it in everywhere that doesn't fit.
Just like Karen.
It's unreasonable. It's unreasonable. Why are you being so mean to Karen?
Are we running through the Karen stuff now, or are we waiting?
We come on. Nah. I don't fucking know, honestly. I don't really know what the biggest part is. I guess it is kind of Karen's return, but there's also the cat stuff and the Alfie and Linda stuff.
We'll do Karen. So obviously Karen comes back and it's like, "Oh, lads, Keanu was supposed to show up on Christmas, but he never showed up." And she's like, "I just want to see my boy." She does a Hayley Slater impression, like, "I just want to see my boy. I just want to see my boy." And Stacey's like, "Ah, come on, Cameron, come with me. Go back to my gaff and we'll have a cup of tea." And she has a cup of tea. Stacey expresses what happened on Christmas Day. Obviously, the fake story, not the real story. And Karen's like, "Stacey, you're full of shit. Fuck you." That's essentially what she says. And she goes off in her merry ways. She goes back to the cafe opening. And I think this is some brilliant shot. And I don't know if you noticed this shot, but I just want to talk about this shot, very, if you don't mind. So she walks into the cafe. So obviously we know where Keanu's buried. He's buried under the cafe. Or under the floorboards, I guess. And basically Karen's like, "I'm not going anywhere until I know where my boy is." And basically the way it pans down. So it pans down so you can see she's standing above Keanu, where Keanu's buried. Chris Crenshaw, you fucking done it again. Give me your cock and I'll suck it. You've done a great job.
Yeah, it was. I've seen a whole lot of praise for that shot. It was a very cool little visual. Wouldn't say it was the most subtle one, but it did the job, and it was, you know, that dramatic irony where we know Keanu's there, and she said, "I'm gonna stand right here on this spot till I know where Keanu is." But fucking, it was and you know, all the six try to get rid of her essentially. Stacey tries to go like, "Look, you know, he was off the rails. He tried to hurt us, and he fled." And she's like, "I don't fucking believe you." And the week is just her going through all the six, just kind of like, "Tell me what the fuck you know about Keanu." And then Linda obviously cries and nearly breaks down. Fucking Denise, I'm glad she wasn't seen, because Denise would have just lost everything again. Because Denise had another rough week where she just wants some peace, but she's never getting it. But it all kind of slowly ramps up as Phil is obviously like, "What the fuck are you doing here? You stole me my 50k." And Kathy kind of like fiddles a deal where Phil's going to get the arches back as payment for that 50k. And by the end, Karen agrees, kind of, but whether she did or not doesn't matter, because it's like, "Oh, yeah, Sharon's fine with it." And Sharon doesn't know, but Phil gets the arches back, gives it back to Ben. pretty cool. I was always wondering how Phil was going to get the archers back, because
Wait, so did Sharon actually give away the archers, or is it the kind of thing where Sharon doesn't know the archers is gone?
Sharon doesn't know they're gone. Like,
Well,
Sharon, no one's heard from Sharon since she left. Sharon has just
wait,
went completely off the fucking grid.
So wait, you're telling me he just technically just opened, he opened the archers even though Sharon didn't give him a message?
Yeah, but as far as she knew, like as far as he knew, Sharon was fine with it.
Oh, all right.
Because Kathy got it all sorted. But obviously, Sharon hasn't been responding to anyone. So, it's just setting up more. Like, obviously, when Sharon gets back, she's going to be pretty fucking upset because Phil's just decided that the Archers is his again. And Phil's probably going to want custody of Albie, and it's going to be a big old fucking mess. But yeah, and by the end, I'm pretty sure it ends after a big long confrontation with Linda and kind of Kathy explains it away, like, yeah, hey, look, you don't want to be in debt to Phil, you know. And she went to like call the police on her, but Bernie went, oh, you don't fucking do that, come on. But by the end, Bernie just goes, look, Mum, I think, but he doesn't say it in this way, but essentially goes, I think you're way too fixated on this. Like, you're not even, I'm here and I've been struggling. You're not even fucking paying attention to me. All right, I think you need to just take a step back. Nobody wants you here anymore. I think it's time to go. And Karen leaves in the back of a black cab after setting a little grenade in Kat and Phil's potential getting back together. Being like, oh, yeah, he just fucking took the archers from her. He wants Sharon back, doesn't he? And then fucking Kat's obviously like, what the fuck? And that is Karen Taylor's return.
I enjoyed her return, honestly. She did get a bit annoying, but that's obviously supposed to be the Karen Taylor.
I mean, she's searching for a fucking... she is searching for a fucking... She's searching for her son.
Yeah, and obviously it wouldn't be Karen Taylor if she wasn't annoying. But the problem with, and I think her name's Lorraine Stanley. I just want to point out, Lorraine, you might be a lovely woman in real life. I really hope you are a lovely woman. Because if it comes out that you're fucking transphobic, homophobic or something, this is not gonna age well. But you play being an absolute bitch on the show very well. And I applaud you for that. Because not many people do I go, I want to hate you so badly. I hate you. Than Lorraine Stanley. Because she just makes you go, oh my God, Karen, what are you doing? Karen,
please.
Karen, get off me fucking carpet. You spilled orange juice on it. Karen, just Karen. But like, I'm like, Lorraine Stanley, you seem like a lovely lady. And hopefully when your son in the show's body is found, hopefully you return. Because if they somehow can't get you to return for that episode in about a year's time, that's going to be a bit weird. Yeah. Because I don't think you're in high demand, let's be honest. Not many people are going to go, I want fucking Karen from EastEnders.
She's looking much better, you know. I think she's lost a bunch of weight. She's kind of, you know, but let's be honest, she's living better in the show as well now that she's got some money behind her. Like, it's the best place for the character to be. As we're not just completely like blackballing her from existence, we're just kind of going, yeah, she's still around, but no one really wants her here anymore.
And I think personally that unless she goes to Hollyoaks or a rival soap and just shows up there, but if she doesn't, and she is available for when they have to film Keanu's obviously funeral, and she finds out, I know she won't be on the show, but I would love a scene to be set in Spain or Benidorm. I think that's where they're located, where you see Karen getting the news from Bernie, like, oh, they found Keanu's body. He was buried under the floorboards of the cafe. I think it would be a brilliant scene if you could get Lorraine Stanley back for that. So you just have Bernie on the one end. So you have it set up basically picture in picture. You have Bernie going like, yeah, Mom, Keanu was found, and it cuts to Karen as he was found in the cafe, and you just see her drop. And like, don't have to get everyone back, just get Karen, and just shoot that scene. Because I think it would be a great scene, and then have her come in and be like, okay, which one of you cows killed my son? Which one of you fuckers did it? Which one? I'm looking at you, Phil. I'm looking at you, Phil. And then Phil's like, I didn't do anything, lads. You ruined my relationship. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm looking forward to in about a year's time.
Yeah. No, it was good. Nice to see her back. Wasn't happy to see people being like, why'd they make her leave if they were just going to bring her back? And then some people are going to be like, wasn't Karen staying? No, she left. She was only ever here for, what, like 2 episodes or whatever. Like, she needed to play a role in keeping the Six on their fucking, on their toes and not letting them rest and building more drama. And pushing forward the Keanu story.
I also loved the fact that like Kathy and Stacey have a conversation where like, yeah, Karen's gone now. Karen's gonna be gone. We can resume back to schedule. We can resume back to schedule, Chief. And then you just see Karen just standing against the wall like, what are you playing at?
And
what are you doing?
The fucking close up of the Duff where she looks like she just let one rip. Just it's like, fuck's sake. It's hard to just had enough of her. But if she's used like this sparingly, I'm perfectly happy to see her back whenever they need her. So, yeah.
I wouldn't mind if she's the kind of new Aunt Sal where she just shows up randomly and it's like, I'm here for 2 episodes and then I'm fucking off.
Well, it'd be a good way to make sure the character doesn't get forgotten, but also she's not important enough to actually be retained, you know?
Yeah. Or this, just, I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but I love the fact Kathy and Stacey are having this conversation in the gay nightclub. And, like, I don't know what Felix is doing, but they're clearly going, they won't find them. They won't find them. We're okay. And I'm like, you're talking about loudly, lasses. Because, you know, they're going, they won't find them. They'll never find them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Felix was gone at this point.
Yeah, but it's still a bit loud. Someone's probably having a drink. Like, what the fuck are they on about?
Yeah, but it's only because we know what they're talking about. Like, they wouldn't, you know.
Yeah, but if they're having a drink,
eavesdropped, you don't just decide, police, crime. You just go,
fair enough. Because my immediate reaction would be, what do you mean we can't find them? What the fuck are you on about? What the fuck are you on about, Kathy?
They could be talking about a dog. Or a cat.
What's the dog's name?
Keanu.
Yeah, what's the dog's name, Kathy? Key, and Keanu. Oh, bollocks.
Like, you know, like, ultimately, you know, when Kathy and Linda are doing it in the pub, obviously Linda's fucking screeching. That's where it's like, fucking hell, guys, do you wanna... and even in that situation, like, do you want to fucking calm down? But yeah, that's enough of the Karen stuff. Let's just move that back around so I know where the fuck I'm at. Next up, we have a much smaller, but a lot of it is about Linda rather than Alfie. Essentially, Alfie wants to leave and wants Linda to come with him, as I've been seeing a bit more of the potential between Alfie and Linda in this episode, in like these episodes, as you do see they do genuinely care about each other. Not sure if I'd say it's love necessarily, but you know, you could see it developing into something more, as it is a genuinely personal connection, and Linda only really talks to Alfie about the really dark things, which has been interesting to see. But where, like, otherwise it is kind of, the fuck am I going with this? But in the end, Alfie is going to leave by himself anyways, because Linda's too busy. Because Linda's basically too busy not believing that she's an alcoholic. Well, acting like her drinking isn't as much of a problem as it is. And it's not as clear as day until, obviously, she sees Karen. She she first thinks that the floor's going to get dug up again, and then seeing Karen knows that, oh shit, the secret could get out. She has a bit of a breakdown, and it all kind of gets on top of her, especially when she's out like during the day, like, oh, just hopping up the cupboard, buys a shitload of booze, and Lauren's like, oh, let me see Annie, and then she's like, I'm fine, let me see Annie. So, I'm just like, I'm fucking fine, leave me alone. And then Lauren's like, I'll take her for an hour or two, alright? Now fucking stop being a prick about it, yeah? So Annie and Lauren go off and have some little fun time, just chilling. We're sisters. And Karen basically interrogates Linda, who nearly fucking starts crying. Kathy is like, you need to fucking sort your shit out, motherfucker. One wrong word and you out us all. And it ends up with fucking Linda hitting Kathy with an old fucking get fucked. And that's the perfect timing where Annie and Lauren come back in. And look, Lauren's not really done much since she's returned, and I'm happy she's here, simply because she has really good facial, expressions. Because you just see her looking like the most disappointed motherfucker in the world. Just, yeah. Yeah, good one, Linda. Right in front of your child, huh? It's fucking hilarious.
And what makes this better, Linda has a sit down with a fucking Alfie, I believe, and Lauren. And, they're having a debate over Annie, give me my child. No. Give me my child. No. Give me my child. No. Just, no.
Give me my fucking child. No.
Give me the child. I don't want to give you the child. Annie's just sat there Annie's like, I'm not a child. I'm only 5. Calm down.
Basically, it's Linda being, she's only 3. It's basically Linda being in denial that her drinking is as bad as it is, and she's like, I'll never drink again. Yeah, all right, we've all had that one, and especially Lauren as well, fucking Lauren's an alcoholic as well. Lauren's been sober for a long time, but she still was also an alcoholic and has alcohol problems in itself. So even she's like, yeah, don't fucking try pull the wool over my eyes. I've been where you are. Okay, don't fucking act like I don't know. And this all kind of comes to a head as in the final scenes of the week, Elaine rings up a certain someone who may or may not, in a previous life, have been called Sausage, but rings up Linda's little sausage. And in the final scenes, we see Linda drunkenly stumbling in the gutter, essentially, as the brand new Johnny Carter arrives on the show and is just, Mum? It's fucking interesting to see. I don't know what's weird. I think this man's just got an absolute crimson chin, is what threw me off.
Is it a Nokia level for you?
He's got a gigantic chin.
See, I wanted Linda to do a fourth wall break joke. I wanted her to go, Johnny, you look a bit different, and just because she's drunk, so it would make sense just to be like, Johnny, you.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know they don't want to break the in-universe. But I would have.
They even kind of joked about it. You could even take a bit of a joke from it as fucking. Obviously, she takes a bit of time to be like, what? And then he says, "Mum," and she's like, "Oh." So you could take that little joke from that little bit. But yeah, Johnny Carter's back. I didn't expect
is it permanent
to see him.
or?
As far as we're confirmed, as far as we've heard, it's pretty permanent. So
I can't wait for us to be like, it's permanent. Then 2 weeks later, he's gone.
No. I believe it's a piece in rebuilding the Carters. I feel like by the time if Danny Dyer does come back as Mick, I do feel like they will have pretty much rebuilt the Carters, and everybody's gonna be happy and content, and they're all gonna not be at peace with Mick, but they're gonna be moved on, and then obviously Mick arrives and is like, "What the fuck's happening here?" Then, you all forgot about me. But Johnny's the first step. I guess first impressions. Not that there was any time to form any.
I don't like this Johnny Carter's look. I prefer the first iteration of Johnny Carter. I know he's too busy being Leatherface in prequels, but I want my little sausage. He's not doing anything
else. Let's be real.
I want my little sausage back.
I like this more. I mean, he's obviously become a lawyer, right? He's become a lawyer. Now he's wearing all these fucking suits. I'm like, oh, hello, Johnny. Fucking hell. I look forward to a more adult, less pathetic Johnny Carter. Simply saying. Because he was pathetic for a long time, and I'm just looking forward to seeing him actually see what he's fucking been up to. And I look forward to seeing what he sounds like and how he plays it, as most recasts are never the exact same as the previous one, unless the role's super defined. But even then, so there's always usually a bit of a different spin on it. I wonder if it'll be like. I wonder what type of recast it'll be like. Or I wonder if it'll be like the fucking Peter Beale being that tall muscular guy from like 2019 to 2021, or whether it'll be like the Ben Hardy Peter, which kind of took an extra level of actually being really good and doing a lot of good stuff. Be interesting to see which way it goes. And they you always need more gay characters as well. And he's probably going to be unlike anything we've seen before.
Felix and Johnny, let's ship it.
Who knows? I mean, more people are shipping Johnny and Callum immediately. And yeah, all the Ben Mitchell stands like crying.
When is Ben leaving? I want him gone already.
It says spring 2024.
Early or mid?
I don't know.
Because if it says early, that means then it's June. But if it's mid or late spring, it's gonna be a while.
But yeah, it's interesting. I like it. It's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. I know that he'll be fucking seen as one of the worst characters ever for a solid 2 weeks until they get out of this immediate storyline, and everybody's going to be like, but he ain't Johnny Carter. Why can't he just be the original actor? It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, please. Can we just give him a chance? Can we please give the character a chance before we decide that he's the worst fucking thing since Avadi? Like, isn't he's the worst thing since the last new character they brought in?
It's not a new character.
Well, he fucking is, basically.
Fair enough.
I doubt a lot. Like, obviously the DNA's the same, but I can't imagine he's going to be the exact same as pathetic 19-year-old Johnny Carter. He's lived a fucking life. He's now a lawyer, now a successful fucking, like, it's just, it happens every single time with the soap communities, and it is that, like, fucking, I don't want to use it because it's cliche, but, like, each time I look at it and I'm, like, hoping that, this time they're gonna be better. No. No. This time people are gonna say he's the worst thing ever, and it's gonna be fucking boring again, and I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, I agree. Because when we have to do that Reddit video on Monday, them Reddit videos, we're just gonna, Ash is just going like, yeah, so, and I'm just going like, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like the last 5 minutes of this podcast. Just it's fine. But hey, he's new. He's happening. I somehow managed to talk a lot about the new Johnny Carter, and I think it'll be interesting to see. But finally, let's see the final topic, that being Cat being a fucking melt. So, Cat decided, you know what? Fuck it. This Nish thing, it's okay. I'll stay with it until Nish buys a coat that he would have bought for Suki. And he probably did buy for Suki. Because, look, Nish has one type of woman, and it is Suki. And he wants everything to be like Suki, basically. Buys her the most Suki jacket known to man. Doesn't want Cat to speak out and kind of take like battle for him, you know. Like, don't fucking speak for me. And it's always risky because, you know, Nish is an abuser. He is. He's controlling. He's manipulative. He is an abuser. So, depending on how far Cat gets in, you know, will we see the changes in her personality? Because if there's anything that we know about Cat, is that you can tell her that this fucker's the worst person in the world, and they'll be like, got a nice cock, though. It's like, that's not the fucking point, Cat. Alright, that's not the fucking point.
Do you reckon he's hung like Drake, is all Nish?
I don't know, I've not seen Drake's penis.
Oh, it's fucking massive, Ash. Fucking huge.
I've seen all the jokes about it, but it's never cropped up anywhere, unfortunately.
Oh, it's fucking huge.
You get that curiosity, like, alright. Because, like, no one's looking at Drake as this fucking... All his songs are about being miserable because he's rich and famous. He better have a massive penis, otherwise I'm not fucking... You know, I don't want to hear that fucking breakup anthem. He better be hung like fuck.
Oh, it's just...
But no, have not seen his penis, no.
Small dicks for the win, though, I guess.
But yeah, so...
Sorry, but could you imagine that's why Nish is abusive? He has a small dick. That's why he's abusive. Fuck you. Nish, have a problem. I don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, just gonna leave that be. I've got nothing to add. I don't have any extra jokes on it. And so, you know, everybody's telling Cat, like, oh, Nish is bad. He's bad news. And then he buys her a coat, and then he doesn't like it when she kind of stands up to Priya. And he's like, don't fucking speak. Don't speak for me again. And then Cat's like, fuck this. I don't want this shitty jacket that's nothing like me. Because Cat, like, replaces this fucking, like, leopard print big overcoat with a fucking generic, like, cream-coloured one. Not me. And so Cat decides, fuck it. Let's see what Phil has to say. Maybe me and Phil get back together. Let's have a talk about it. And it's all going fine until Karen is like, oh, yeah, Sharon and Phil definitely worked together to get rid of Keanu. Which isn't true at all. But because it plays on Cat's insecurities, she's like, fuck you. Right, fuck you, Phil. You're always controlling. You're a prick. But before she did that, she'd already called off things with Nish, who was obviously quite upset, threw them out of the fucking flat, and went, fuck you.
Yeah, and as a toy collector, he wanted to break barter on his fucking toy.
They look like Wolverine.
Yeah, sorry, Ash, you can't say Wolverine. We get copyright striked. It's non-distinct Claw Man, and that's what they had because it's EastEnders. We can't use the Marvel characters. It's non-distinct Claw Man.
Very true.
So yeah, she tries to throw a non-distinct Claw Man, and like it doesn't work. It doesn't work because then Cat's like, oh, Nish, maybe, you know.
Well, it's not even that. What happens is that Tommy's obviously, we're fucking moving out again. Fuck me. And then he just gets all fucking shitty with, you're the problem, Cat. And it's like, he's not wrong, but that's also no way to talk about your mum like that. Yeah, like, no way, like, Tommy, she's tried to give you everything. You're the problem. I saw one Reddit thread saying, do we think Tommy's gonna become an incel? No. No, he's fucking not. He's just angry at Cat 'cause he had to move around to 3 places in like 2 days, for fuck's sake. Like, you know, he is allowed to be upset because they are having to move because Cat's life's a fucking mess. But he's not a fucking incel, is he? Fuck's sake.
He could be.
Only one Reddit thread said that, though, so that's fine.
That's a video next week.
No. I can't deal with it. But, you know, and Tommy's like, you know what? I want to stay with Phil. And then Kat's like, oh yeah, Phil cheated on me with Emma. And then Tommy's like, I just want to be alone. And so he fucks off. And then Nish kind of sees it as an opportunity, like, Tommy, how's it going, mate? Come on, I'll sort you out. You know, he's with Ivani. Ivani's taking the piss out of him. And then Nish is like, I'll fucking handle this. And so he brings Tommy back and brings back the toy of Bert or Ernie's. And essentially kind of smooths it over. And he apologizes and says, oh, I won't do it again. Won't do it again. But fucking... And Priya's like, because he's invited her back to the house and he wants to restart things again. But Priya's like, why are you fucking doing this? And he's like, 20% romance, 30% like, what was the word he used? Like, basically just like kind of used her as she's useful. Like, she's just useful to have. So, you know, Nish has seen her as a fucking bargaining chip, essentially. She's useful. I can use her for things, and it's like, oh. So Kat went from the man that she still probably loves. He doesn't want to fucking help me. Nish is great. Nish is fine. It's like, for fuck's sake. So now we've got another fucking like 6 months of Kat being with Nish. And being unhappy and probably seeing Nish's darker side come out again.
I'm honestly looking forward to the scene where Nish, I don't know when it'll happen, but where Nish just gets following with Kat and Kat fights back because she's not sucky. Because we all know Kat. Kat is a loud-mouthed woman. She will fucking fight back. And then she'll get thrown out of her flat again. And I'm like, Nish, it's all your fault. But I really wanted to see the conversation him and Tommy were having. Just be like, you know, Tommy, you kids, you know, life's rough for you. And he just starts having a fucking bittersweet symphony starts playing as he just has this fucking conversation with him. Yeah. The violins kicking and everything. He's like, you know, life's like a lemon. You just got to squeeze out of it. And it's like, oh, Nish, thank you, Nish.
It's I don't know, it's just very groany because it's like, this is, I don't know if this is why Kat's interesting, but I'm just fed up of Kat already. Can Kat go back to just doing nothing, please? Like, she's supposed to be great, but she is a fucking worst enemy. And it's just the most like self-destructive, I'm gonna ruin my shit. Because fuck you, that's why. I was like, Kat, please. Like, you know, I don't want to see her get hurt, but you fucking know it's going to happen anyways. So, like, you can't not watch. But you have to, and that's where it becomes a bit fucking like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's, please, God. But now we have to sit through more of it, and that's the one thing that, because, you know, my brother started watching EastEnders back again at Christmas. He's still watching it, and he went to me like, I'm fucking sick of Nish and Kat now. Please, we just move on from it, please. So I was like, well, about that, it ain't going anywhere, unfortunately. You know. Also, isn't liking Denise at the minute. It's finding her quite annoying. So I know she's going through a lot, but I'm fucking sick of her. Okay. Cheers.
I do love how Danny Walters is still getting fucking paid.
Yeah, but
because he's just showing up.
They obviously filmed all these bits. They probably all filmed these bits like fucking. But all right. Well, I don't know if they planned it ahead, but fucking like, all right, we need you to do this. Fucking We need you to haunt Denise. But hey, maybe he's still on the books, so that's fun.
Does he get credited at the end of the episode?
Yes.
That's fair enough.
When he's actually there, he is credited for being there. When it's the idea of him in a body bag, he's not there.
Yeah, but surely he should still be credited. Just Keanu, played by stunt double number 5.
But yeah,
Keanu, played by the floorboards.
That is the week of EastEnders. All in all, mate, what did you think of it?
Oh, I love this week. You had loud, obnoxious Karen, good old Superman in Eddie Knight, you know, racist Superman, but, you know, it's having the youth diversity groups. Nothing wrong with that. I reckon if there's a gay boxer, he does say the F slur to encourage them. Because it's Eddie Knight, why wouldn't he? Like, you know, the kid's doing terrible, he's you fucking, and then he fucking twats them. And then they start twatting. Yeah, I'm loving Eddie Knight. I know Eddie Knight's supposed to be a horrible man, but you know me, I like all the fucking mean boys. You know, Eddie Knight, Dean Wicks, I can't think of another one. Dirty Den, I guess. Even though he's not dirty anymore, he's 6 foot under. And George Knight. But yeah, I love this. Karen's return was great because she's just like, don't you dare, sis, don't you dare come near me. I know the fucking truth. And it's like, you don't know the truth, Karen. It was Sharon. It was fucking Sharon. Okay, Karen. I'm loving Denise being haunted by Keanu. Anywhere she goes, I want to see. I know it'll never happen because I don't know if I don't know what the UK law is, but I want her on the fucking John. She's just on the John having a fucking poo, and then Keanu's just like.
Pass you more toilet paper. The door opens. It's Keanu.
No. I was thinking. I don't know if they have a bat in the fucking house, but she's on the John, and then the curtain just slowly peels back. And boom! Oh shit! Oh
the
shit!
Fucking Freddy Krueger just pops up in the back. I
don't know if you've seen that video, but it's a. Yeah, I know. Why doesn't this happen with Keanu? There's a video where a woman's after having a piss, and this giant toad just popped. Not like the toad in the Mushroom Kingdom, but like a giant fucking toad frog. It's just out of the jacks. It's just standing on the toilet lid, and he's just like, I just pissed on him. I'm just imagining Keanu just on the toilet, just looking up at Denise like, I don't know how you do it, but I'd love it. I'm just thinking of weird, funny scenes you can have Keanu in. You can have her watching Bluey with Raymond, and then he's all the characters to Denise. Just like he's Bluey, he's the girl, he's the dad. Oh, I'm just thinking scenes to have Keanu in. Imagine just all he's the Tyler all the other time. Oh, great scenes. Right. I'm loving the 6 women as well. The 6 trying to cover the body. It does get annoying, but at the same time, you have to realise we're building boys. Because when it gets annoying, you know, like you need a Mr. Motivator in your life to hype you up. Whenever it gets annoying, and I'm like, oh god, this is so annoying. All I hear in my mind is, remember the build-up. The build-up is worth it. And I'm like, thank you, Ash.
Yeah, like it's a thing where you're allowed to be like, oh fuck me, this is still going, but like it is just something to remember that this is a long-term story. Yeah,
this is a long-term storytelling, boys. But
it's not like fucking. It's not like Coronation Street when it's like, oh yeah, we got this really long-running story going on, and we're just like, can you make it good now? can you please just. Can you fucking make the show interesting right now? Why are we having 7 more long-running stories? Could you just make the show interesting now, please? Where, obviously, it's not as explosive as Christmas, but it's never going to be until the next big, like, plot point. So it's an interesting show into, like, you know, people dealing with grief, you know, people dealing with like guilt. Like it's been interesting in the way they've done it, and they've definitely fleshed it out to show it in a lot of different ways. But yeah, I can understand why people get upset by it. But yeah, like, look, we're building to the next segment. If you enjoyed Christmas, you'll enjoy the next fucking plot point, because we've been building to the next plot point since the fucking aftermath of Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're getting rattled by by fucking Karen showing up, like, imagine what's gonna happen when like the body gets found, you know? Like, fucking hell. But yeah, it's
Body has to get found in about 6 or 7 months, doesn't it? So you have trial.
I don't really know the timeline. I can't imagine him getting found out on the 39th anniversary.
No, I don't mean on the 39th. I mean, like, it'll have to be found around August time, so you can have them on trial in January or in February 2024.
But
Fine.
yeah, I don't necessarily know how the reveal is going to be made. Personally, I've not theorized it at all. But it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I agree though. Fundamentally, it was a good week for EastEnders. It's kind of it fell to the trap normally, where because what we do involves a lot of watching extra stuff as well. Like we had to, because we're doing 2014 EastEnders. It's 5 episodes a week, so we got to watch the fucking 2.5 hours of that fucking EastEnders on Tuesday.
Oh shit!
Oh, fucking camera's out of full.
Oh, is that better? There we go.
It'll do. But fucking, like, I'm completely thrown by that. What the fuck was I saying?
Since we're watching 2014 EastEnders.
Oh, yes. So we're watching 2014 EastEnders. There's 2.5 hours for that. Watching, like, ECW to review it for the One More Match channel. And now, because we're not doing Walford on Tap, we gotta fucking... Well, we don't have to watch it all Wednesday night, but, you know. Like, if I had watched it this morning, Piggy would have been like, oh, I'm home. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still in bed. But... yeah, like, it fell to the wayside because I'm like, oh, I can't be fucked, you know? I just want to... me and my brother got Netflix again. I want to watch some fucking Netflix. I want to watch some TV shows that I'm enjoying. But now I've got to sit down and watch 2 hours of fucking EastEnders, which I act like it's a chore. It's always good. Like... and if I didn't want to watch it, I wouldn't fucking watch it. But... you know, it's getting through that, like, oh, I don't want to watch it. I can't be bothered. Oh. Like, for the last 2 weeks in a row, Piggy's watched the EastEnders first, which is a fucking wild thing. And you weren't even complaining about watching the EastEnders this time.
No.
Oh, you were just like, yeah, fucking got it sorted. I'm like, holy shit, fucking hell. Fucking hell, I need to buck my ideas up. But yeah, that's Watching Walford, week 6 of 2024, and episode 58. Of the Watching Walford podcast. Now, before we finish it up, we'll be doing the awards, which we didn't do for the Whodunit, but we're gonna do it now. Underrated, the Steve Blackman Award for the most wooden character or thing, and who needs slapping down. Let's go with the most wooden.
The most wooden, the floorboards Karen stood on.
Yeah, they are quite wooden, laminated as well. Not. I don't think it's laminated. There's an actual term for like those sorts of floorboards, whatever. Like laminate. I don't know, something like that. That's the flooring. Oh, wooden. I'm just gonna say the new Johnny, just to appeal to all the people who already say he's the worst character ever. Just his face was he had no idea what the fuck was going on. But you can also explain it away by saying he's been brought back by Elaine saying, fuck, you know, Linda needs your help. And he probably wasn't expecting to find his mum in a gutter, essentially. So he's just kind of like, what the fuck? Who needs slapping down?
For the next 2 awards, you know who I'm going with. Superhero himself, Eddie Knight.
Yeah, the fucking racist. I hear
you're
so
a racist.
ready. I'm so ready for the Walford on Tap we do when we talk about on the 14th, where it is just going to be Eddie Knight is a massive racist, confirmed. And then, like, the two people who are like, he's not racist, he's just an old man. It's like, he's racist.
You bloody can't say anything these days.
Like,
bloody woke.
Just all of the people defending a fictional racist. And when he is revealed to actually be racist, which is suggested what will happen. Not going to say what he's done, but we've seen the spoilers. And I just can't wait to do another I was right, you were wrong. All two people who are fucking... Do you agree with George's comments? Well, no, but... And it's like, you fucking do, though, don't you, if you say... I don't agree with the comments, but I do think he's allowed to say this one thing. Where they're, like, changing the fucking goalposts. He's not racist, but he is allowed to define this man by his skin colour and say... And blame him for the mugging of the thing. And it's like... Look, if your answer to, are you racist... If it's a paragraph and not just no, you know, if you have to explain the answer away, maybe you got some stuff to work through. And I look forward to seeing that fucking video when it comes out of me polishing off my smug fucking grin and telling all the people defending the fictional racist that they're fucking wrong and they're absolute fucking idiots. So yeah, Eddie Knight needs slapping down. And finally, what, underrated? You said Eddie Knight's going to be for this one.
You going for Eddie Knight for who needs slapping down as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Underrated.
Oh, underrated Eddie Knight.
Yeah, that's exactly what I fucking said. I said, you're probably going to go for Eddie Knight for this one. And you're like, well, Eddie Knight, what? I'm like, I was setting you up for what I knew you were going to say. But you stop fucking paying attention.
Yeah, Eddie Knight, underrated, massive racist, love him. You heard it here, folks. Piggy is a racist, confirmed. Editor, cut that. Editor, it's staying in, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not a racist. I just don't like those people, and those people are, you'll never know who
Them
those people are.
diverse kids.
Make me my fucking shoes, boy.
But yeah, it was a good week for EastEnders. And who is underrated for me? Probably just an excuse to just give it to Bernie, because I feel like she needs the extra support, because it feels like she's just dragged kicking and screaming to fucking everything. Oh yeah, can I get a storyline? Fuck off. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, but can I complete? Please, can I just fuck off? Yeah, what if I just do the cafe? Yeah, sure, do the fucking cafe. Fine. Yeah, you can do the cafe. There you are. Are we done now? Are we fucking done? Like, that's what I feel like Bernie getting a storyline is at this point. Like, fucking just scratching and clawing, like, I'll show them I can act. And then just, yeah, oh, you did a really good job, Bernie. Yeah, we still have nothing for you, sorry. Oh, fucking hell, what do I have to do?
You reckon Bernie's gone in the next 2 years?
It depends what they need her to do, honestly. If she's just there to be like a cafe worker, she's fine. But, like, I just never see her developing as a character, but I do think once Keanu gets found out, I do feel like she's probably gone. So I feel like she still has a role to play once Keanu's body gets found. I think that's the only reason she's still there.
What do you reckon she'll say when the smell starts stinking up the place?
I don't know. It's concealed in concrete, right?
Jesus, is that your cooking, Marie? I don't know who the fucking other woman is. Is that your cooking? That fucking stinks. Oh fuck, Ian, did you just let one rip? Oh Jesus Christ. just completely oblivious.
But yeah, there we are. That's the Watching Walford podcast number 58, another long one. It's a truly showing that, yes, we are back. We're feeling it again. And the break was good. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the channel if you want to see more from us. And as always, we have multiple things that I'm going to shout out very quickly just to make sure you don't get bored. If you want to support us in any way, you can support us by 3 different ways. We have YouTube memberships, which for now mostly just acts as a way to get emotes and early access to videos. I haven't really had to set it up yet, but ultimately if it's there, it's there. We have a Patreon, which is the exact same. It's a monthly donation. Gives you Discord permissions, and you can ask us questions in the monthly Q&A. And if you donate enough, suggest videos that we have to do. And we also have a coffee, which is for one-time donations. If you just want to buy us a coffee, buy us a sandwich, you know, something like that. Small donation just to show that you appreciate the work we do. And finally, we have a Discord server where we hang out sometimes, and we just, you know, sometimes have discussions about soaps. But yeah, there we are. It's Watching Walford, episode 58. In the fucking can. Thank you for watching. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, been joined by Piggy.
Yeah, and we've a wrestling channel, One More Match 182, and you can watch that. And I guess now is closing time. So you can't stay here. So closing time. See ya.
Absolute
See ya.
tune.
So,
Absolute tune.
do you want to start singing it while I say goodbye?
I do know the lyrics, but it's just what, like, closing time. One last call for alcohol. So grab your whiskey or beer. I know you want to take me home. Thank you for watching Watching Walford. Join us for the next one. Bye bye. Bye. Bye.